Hey guys. I figured I'd tell you a little story about my gifts and my experience with spirit. I was born with the gift of spirit, but it took me some time to unravel all the reasons or why or how things worked. Okay, so I must have been about this is just one particular incident. I must have been about 23, and I have a little sister who's 13 years younger than me. It was a holiday. I had came to visit. Somebody had given my sister a Ouija board. Strange gift to give, a 10-year-old, right? But anyway, my mother didn't really want her to play with it. At the time, I was there with my boyfriend at the time. He ended up being my husband and my best friend, okay? And we decided after the kids went to sleep that we would try the Ouija board. I had never tried a Ouija board before, okay? So for those of you that don't know, my birth name is Lisette. Okay, everybody calls me Lovely, but my birth name is Lisette. And we start doing the Ouija board, okay? And the number came up like 1921 or something like that. And so let me pause there for a second to say that as a child, I was always afraid of like water, okay? Like of drowning. I had almost drowned when I was like 4 years old. And so I've always been afraid of the water as a little child. Now I can swim very well, but when I was little, I was afraid, right? So much so that I could not, and still to this day, have never watched the movie The Titanic. Never. Okay? I cannot watch the movie The Titanic. Okay? So it starts spelling out Lisette, but not my spelling. It's a different spelling. So it gives us the year, and I told you I was born with the gift. So I'm asking questions according to what it's showing me, but I'm hearing something different, like something longer. So we had an encyclopedia set in my mother's house, okay? So I asked them, are you talking about like the Titanic? And it was like maybe, like yes and no, because there's a maybe slot. Like in other words, it was telling me you're close, but you're not on it, right? Stay with me. So finally, I'm like, was it like another boat? And it said yes. So I looked it up, okay? And it was called the Lusitania, okay? And I'm gonna show you. Now here's where things get fucking weird, okay? So as you see there, it says Navy U-boat during the First World War on May 7th, 1915, about 11 nautical miles off the head of the Kinsale, Ireland, okay? The attack took place in declared maritime war zone around the UK shortly after unrestricted submarine warfare against these ships of the United Kingdom had been announced by Germany following the Allied powers' implementation of naval blockades, okay? So here's the fucking strange part. Not only is the boat called the Lusitania, you see they spell it different, Lusitania, but my birthday is May 7th. Okay? So I was gagging when I looked in the encyclopedia and saw that, okay? It turned out they were like sister ships or something like that. And what are the fucking odds, okay, that the message was somehow related to the Titanic. And then in addition to that it had me look up something that was related to my name. And when I looked it up, it was my actual fucking birthday. Okay? To make things even stranger, it gave us a number. Okay, the Ouija board gave us a number that day. It was 422. Okay, so 422 was the number. I was brokety broke. We're talking about my 20s. Okay, so I told my boyfriend, go play this number, right? And he went, he played it. Okay, that shit came out straight that same day. So that's how I knew. That was like my first, like I already had could hear things, but that was like my first physical proof of something that was physically outside of me, not something that I was hearing. Okay, which was like a different level of confirmation. So I just wanted to share that little story with you. There are real codes in this. There's real codes in this. And that's just one of the codes that I have received in regards to like past lives, because I truly believe in that. And I don't think that this is any coincidence. But I just wanted to share that with you. If you've had experiences like that, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. I needed to add something, and I hope that those that started the video make it this far to see this part. Years later, okay, I was about 33 or 34. Remember, the number that came out was 422, right? Years later, I ended up adopting a child, okay? And his birthday was 422. I just wanted to add that because a lot of times the messages that come from spirit, they may not all the way click till way fucking later. Okay, so I just wanted to add that part. I thought you might find that interesting.